Hi everyone, we're here today to talk about microcredentials and professional learning. Specifically, we're looking at a few frequently asked questions that people have about microcredentials. We all know the purpose of professional learning isn't just to put in time. It's to support teachers in their growth so they can be more effective at instruction. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying that teachers need to complete this many hours of professional learning each year. But when meeting that hourly requirement becomes the goal in itself, all that time just isn't going to make a difference in the classroom. That's why it's so important to look at impact and outcomes. And sure, those things are easy to talk about, but difficult to achieve. And that's one reason that microcredentials are becoming more popular in schools and districts. So first question, what impact do microcredentials have on professional learning? The short answer is, microcredentials make the professional learning experience far more effective in two key ways. For one, microcredentials require job-embedded evidence to earn the microcredential. So you know the educator can apply the skills they've learned in the classroom. And two, microcredentials allow educators to focus on developing the skills they lack without spending a lot of time on the skills they already have. Also, in some professional development systems, the microcredentials take a collaborative approach to assessment. That is, experienced people such as veteran teachers, coaches, and administrators within your district are the ones who look at the evidence that learners submit. This lets you leverage the strengths of experts in your district. Next up, how do microcredentials meet teachers' needs? It's no secret that traditional ways of delivering professional development, like workshops and seminars, are becoming obsolete. In fact, studies show that 71% of teachers aren't satisfied with their current PD opportunities, and only 40% feel like PD activities are a good use of their time. Everyone is different. Each teacher has his or her own strengths and areas for growth. So why should professional learning be one size fits all? Professional development needs to reach individual teachers right where they are, in such a way that it impacts how they teach in the classroom. And that's what microcredentials do. They allow teachers to meet their professional development goals, not just by attending a workshop or putting in hours, but by learning skills and then demonstrating mastery of these skills. They can do this at any time, at any pace, and in any place. Here's the last question. What other reasons are there for using microcredentials as part of our professional development strategy? Glad you asked. Depending on the system you're using, there are several advantages. We've already talked about how microcredentials let you take a growth-based approach and shift the emphasis from seat time to demonstrated competence. Microcredentials also let you support development around each teacher's targeted needs. This might be by allowing teachers to choose their own microcredentials based on areas of interest or need, or administrators or coaches can recommend microcredentials that match an educator's specific growth goals. Microcredentials are also a great way to provide ongoing feedback. As educators submit their evidence, one piece at a time, this lets the assessors that you've assigned review the evidence, then give incremental feedback at every stage. And lastly, microcredentials can enhance your existing professional development resources. As teachers are earning microcredentials and pursuing learning opportunities, they may choose to explore other learning opportunities like virtual PLCs, online tools, coaches, mentors, and further demonstrate the skills they'll need to demonstrate competence in those areas. It all comes back to outcomes. Microcredentials make a difference to real-world teaching and learning, and they're worth exploring for any school or district who wants to make professional learning more effective.